Well, it's always great to catch up with people who contribute so much to racing, not just whether it be a course like Flemington, but racing as a whole. Mick Hurry is one of those. He is brilliant with his time. And Mick, wonderful to catch up, mate. We're going to chat all things racing, and you're looking fantastic.
Yeah, no, feeling good, Richo. It's been a big morning. We've had a heavy fog here this morning, and down my end of the track, I had about 270 horses galloping. So, yeah, it was out there this morning, but we got through it. Everything went well.
Official title for you, track work supervisor, but you're so much more than that. Race starter, you're involved with absolutely everything. And you look like you love every minute of it too.
Yeah, it's a great place to work, Flemington. It's been a part of my life, well, nearly all of my life. It's been a part of my life, and it's fantastic to work here. And my sister can never work out why I get out of bed at like 2:10 of the morning. I just love it, That's why I do it, And so, yeah, that's the bee's knees of it. Yeah.
Where did it start for you? When was your first day?
It started when I was lots younger. I was a lot smaller, so I wanted to be a jockey. And that's when it started. And I come down here at about 10 or 11 and started working in some stables and stuff like that. And then I was running around with a crew called the Blackmores. We played footy at Ascot Vale as juniors and, some Marys and stuff like that. And then Kevin Blackmore, who used to run the barriers, offered me a job when I was 16. And that's when I officially started with the VRC, because there was no race in Victoria then or anything like that. The VRC used to run everything.
That's right.
So when we started on the barriers, we worked directly for the VRC. So, it was a part-time gig at the start. And, I do it once a month or a couple of times a month. And it just led to that. So, yeah, it was through Kevin Blackmore that I got the job for the VRC.
But why racing? What inspired you about racing as a young kid that you even thought of being a jockey? Anyone who's seen you realised you...
Yeah, I had no hope right from the start. Look, I was born in Newmarket and bred in Ascot Vale, so it was like you live around here and like every morning the horses would be walking to the track and stuff like that, and and the old man was a bookmaker and my uncle was a bookmaker, so it just had the bug right from the word go, sort of. Yeah.
But you went away from being a bookie or a punter. You're actually working directly with the animal, and they are magnificent to deal with, no doubt.
Yeah.
But it comes with some risks.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of risks involved with it, and especially, I used to ride a little bit and, work in the stables and stuff like that. And, there's an old saying in racing, the gun's always loaded, the horse always kicks, So, you just got to be aware of that the whole time, especially when you're a track work supervisor out there too, because it gets a little bit dangerous out there too. Yeah.
I must admit, whenever I go to track work of a morning in my role, I get amazed at how much is going on and how hard it must be to understand all the animals, where they all are. I know there's a science behind it, though.
Yeah, there is. But, the secret to our success is the team that work with us of a morning. Mick Riley's in charge and we all work with him. And we work as a team, and it's sort of one of those things when someone comes on board, like gets a job with us, we take them around and we show them, Mick will show them everything, or like if Russell was here or Wes before them, we'd always show them around and show them where everything is and how everything works. And it's just, then you're on top of it right from the word go,
But I can imagine as an 18 or 19-year-old young rooster, as you would have been, it would have been hard getting up in the morning, wouldn't it?
It was, because I used to partake in the amber fluid and stuff like that. And, but it's one of those things that, you just get up and do it, and I mean, it's just a part of life. Once you start doing it, it's easy to do. Like I'll go out to a concert or something like that, might get home at 12 o'clock or go to the footy at the MCG and get the train home and get home at 11:30, but I can still get out of bed at like 2:10, It's and just one of those things.
And still look as fresh as you do.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish I looked a bit fresher, but anyway, can't do anything for these lines, can you, on that computer?
I'll see what I can do for you. Yeah. How many horses are working of a morning?
I think about the moment, we've got about 500 down here at the moment. So, yeah, but it can swell either way of 500, So I think there's about 500 here at the moment,
Right.
So
for you, 2 o'clock or just past 2 o'clock, the alarm goes. Take us through your day.
All right, so I'll usually go to bed at about 8 or 8:30, maybe a bit earlier if I can, and the alarm goes off at 2:10. The first horse comes through the tunnel at 4 o'clock. And then we have a person at the top of the tunnel and a person at the other end of the tunnel, and then they direct them through, and then they walk down the centre of the track or walk to the back of the changeover at the top of the tunnel, and then they'll use the sand tracks to have a slow work round, and then they'll come back and they'll do the crossing and come down to me or come to the sand or whatever, and then it all starts. So it all works well. We've got from 4 to 9's our last horse in the tunnel. Yep. And so we get it all worked out pretty good. And if we have anyone that's running late or they want to, we've got a pool track out the back. So that closes at 9:30. So usually we're all done by 9:30.
So you're facilitating to make sure that the trainers can do what they need to do, but you're also managing your staff in regards to health and safety of the animal, but also of all the participants.
Yeah. And that's the number one priority down here for everyone is the safety of the riders and the horses and everyone, you know.
Mate, you're as passionate for your job now as you were when you first started?
Oh, yeah, I am actually. And, you know, the thing is that it's a great place to work, Flemington, because it's a great bunch of people that work here, you know, like everyone works in with, like our group of a morning work in, we're a team, you know, and like we all help each other and soldier each other and everything like that. It's just a great place to work, and it's very passionate to work with good people that help each other out, you know.
Yeah, well, you are always in crisis management mode. That's what you do so well, mate, but also...
Well, that's the great thing about working out there, you know, because it's never the same every day. There's always something different happens, you know.
And with Flemington, it is the great race, the Lexus Melbourne Cup, and I believe that you got involved in the Lexus Melbourne Cup tour. Is that right?
Yeah. First year I did a few country meetings and stuff like that, but then last year we took the Cup to Townsville and we went to Brim and St Arnaud, and it was fantastic.
And what about the reaction? What about the reaction of people who?
I'll tell you what, Richo, it's amazing to see the kids and the people line up just to hold it. You know, it's just amazing. You know, and they just want to hold it, and they. Yeah, I couldn't believe it when I first started doing it. You know, you've been on it yourself, you know. It's just amazing. It's just a cup, but everyone wants a piece of it, don't they?
And I think we in racing and you probably take it for granted, but
we do.
The reaction's extraordinary.
We do, but, you know, because, I mean, Joe showed me this trick, you know, and when you're doing the schools, we did a couple of schools in Queensland and stuff like that, and we did one at St Arnaud, and you put the it comes in like, you know, has its own case, and then it has that material bag thing that it goes
like
in.
A velvet bag.
Velvet bag thing. Well, Joe put the cup down and he puts it on top of it. And like when you got the school kids in front of you and you ta-da, you know, like stuff like that, the kids' faces, they love it. Yeah, they love it.
And that's the beauty of the Melbourne Cup. It's actually Australia's race. And when you bring
it is Australia's race. It is, you know, and it's just one of those things that, you know, people will say to you, you know, God, you know, no matter where I am, like in Queensland, they'll say, I just stop, and I just got to watch the cup and stuff like that. And you think, Jesus, it's amazing, isn't it? Yeah.
Hey, Mick, who's the best horse you've seen at Flemington over all the years? Is there one in particular that jumps out?
There's that many, Richo, I tell you. But, you know, I was here when Maccabee Diva won the 3rd Melbourne Cup, and, you know, and that was something special, you know, because I'd seen her. She was just amazing.
But a champion becomes a legend. Maccabee Diva.
Yeah, but mate, I've seen some of the greatest horses of all times down here over the last few years. You know, it's been fantastic. But that day I was here when she won that 3rd Melbourne Cup, that was just fantastic.
I can imagine Melbourne Cup Day. It starts early for most of us. It'd start damn early for you, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah, that's one of our best days, you know, like that and Derby Day, because we're flat out. We've got the 4 tracks open. We have the course proper open down my end. We have the poly open. We have the pro ride open. We have the steeple grass open for horses that are galloping. And plus, I've got to get 50 chefs across the track into the inner circle part, plus the people that bring the roses, plus the cleaners, plus the people that sell the race books, and plus the car park attendants. So, that's one of our favourite mornings. And when it's raining, it's a nightmare. But anyway, we just get them across, and it's just, you know, it's just because they've got no horse sense whatsoever, chefs, you know. So I just say, stop, and they'll stop in the middle of the track. Stop back here. You know? Anyway, but we get them all in there, and you know, like, it's just amazing. It just works, you know.
Someone told me that you're coming up close to 40 years at the VRC. I said,
Yeah.
it must be wrong, mate. You must have started when you were
Well,
6.
yeah, and like it gets away from you. Well, you think to yourself, you start here as a young bloke and you just stay on the books the whole time, and then God, yeah, I don't even know where that 40 years went. But yeah, anyway, yeah, I'm coming up to it. Yeah,
and you're going to keep the passion going, though, mate. I mean, the race.
I think I will. Yeah, look, I'll cut back. This is all I do now. I did a few other things, but this is all I do, and I'm not. I think they call it mini retirement or something like that. I still work every morning, so it's not frigging retirement, but yeah, it's just I might just keep going for a little while longer. Yeah.
Don't you dare stop, Mick. We need you around, mate.
I'll do my best, Richo.
Mate, absolute pleasure having a chat to you about your career and your love for Flemington, and look forward to seeing you at the track soon.
All right, Richo. Take care.
Good on you. Cheers,
See you, mate.